Plaintiff Becky Breedlove says she's a recovering crack addict who got sober after being forced to make a choice between the streets and her kids. Becky claims the defendant, who is her cousin's wife, also used drugs and started using at age 13. Becky's suing for a refund and emotional distress. Defendant Mary Williams admits that she used to be a drug dealer, but insists everyone in Becky's family told her not to trust Becky because of her drug addiction. Mary's countersuing for the balance due on a car and emotional distress.
Start with you.
I'm an ex-drug addict. I was a crackhead, as you call them. Call them like you see them.
Well, I call them crackheads when they're not recovering. When you start recovering, then you became a recovering drug addict.
Okay, I'm a recovering drug addict now.
There you go.
Thank you. And I had to choose between my kids or the streets. My kids deserve better than that. I got up, I cleaned myself up, went to school, graduated 2 separate colleges, went into the medical field. So,
so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 daughters, one in the Army, one in the Navy, and the other one is disabled. She has scoliosis.
Okay. What type of relationship have you and your cousin had over the years?
Well, this is actually my cousin. That's his wife.
Okay.
Most I know about her is that when she was 13, she used to run away and sell drugs and...
He used to run away?
Anything involving theft or theft of money or?
No, not that I know of. Just sell drugs, did drugs.
Okay. Ma'am, you want to give me some background?
Your Honor, first of all, this woman right now is, I don't even know who she is right now. She's not the normal Becky Breedlove that I know, that I was introduced to.
How long ago were you introduced to her?
About 4 or 5 years ago.
Was she on drugs?
I have personally never seen her, but her family members have strictly told me, especially once this came out, they're like, she's out there using crack. She's using crack cocaine even now.
Was she 5 years ago?
I don't know. I've never witnessed her.
You never heard it 5 years ago?
Yes, I heard it.
Asked whether you witnessed.
Yes, but I heard about it back then too.
That's why she's different. Give her another hand, y'all.
Thank you.
No,
Any background on your association, not gossip. And if you want to refute what she said, that you were a drug dealer and a runaway as a kid, you want to address that?
I was not a runaway, but yes, I was a drug dealer.
Okay.
And once upon a time, that was my lifestyle. I've changed my life since then.
When?
Oh my God,
Because I think she'd tell me she heard you're still drug dealing.
No, actually, she's the one that sells pills now.
All right, she's still using, you still dealing. All right, so tell me what you're suing about, man. What's the refund on a car and emotional distress about?
Okay, my car got repossessed. I got behind on a whole bunch of bills. So I went out to the family, asked them, if you see a car, send me a text picture and let me know what it looked like and see if I can afford to buy it. Well, she said she normally buys cars at the auction. So I said, okay, cool. She didn't send me the picture, so I just assumed, since she said she did this all the time, that she was gonna bring back a car. Can I show you the picture she brought me back and see if I could fit in it?
Oh, she didn't tell you before you approved it?
No, she just said...
Why? Why would you tell someone to spend money on something she didn't at least tell you about? Did she tell you about it on the phone?
She just said, I found you a nice car. And I said, because she's bought cars, they have nice cars.
Did she describe it?
No, I didn't even...
She didn't tell you what year?
I didn't think to ask.
She didn't tell you how many miles?
No, I didn't think to ask because they have cars of their own.
So you didn't ask one question?
I just said, here, he's my family.
So you gave her money.
Yes.
Said, go get a car. She goes to the auction and she calls you and says, I have a car, and you don't bother to say, what year is it? What color is it? It might be yellow, and you might not want a yellow car. You don't say, well, how many miles?
No.
You don't say, does it have an engine?
No.
You don't say, is the body all right?
I feel so stupid, no.
Okay. So when do you find out what it is she has purchased?
When it pulls up to my garage, and this is what they brought me.
Let's see it, please.
It's a 1988 Honda Civic with almost 400,000 miles on it.
400,000
Yes.
miles? I don't mean to laugh, man.
I laughed because I got played.
Wow.
Now, do it look like I could fit in that car to you? I'm 6 feet tall.
I don't know whether you could fit in it or not, but it doesn't seem like it's going to ride much longer.
Okay, and then when she brought the car back, she said it was $800. I hadn't seen any paperwork yet. When she handed me the paperwork, I looked at it and it said $650. And she said that the auction company lowered the price so I wouldn't have to pay any money at the whole price at the DMV. Something told me to start too little, too late to start calling around. So I called the auction, which is in San Diego, California. And they said they're not losing their license to lower the price for anyone. The car was supposed to be no more than $800 that I was going to pay for. I gave her $400.
You expected her to front the other $400?
That's what she said she was going. That's how it came about. Yes, I gave her $400, and then she was going to put the $400 in, and then in 2 months I was going to pay her $200 and $200, and that would have been the $800.
That's a lie too.
Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Okay, Your Honor. First of all, she's really lying about the whole situation.
Tell me what happened from the beginning.
She asked me, she said, can you please go over to the auction and get me a car? She was like, I really need it. So I says, Becky, okay, well, how much do you have to spend on a car? She says, I have $900, $950 right now. I said, right now? She says, right now. I says, okay, fine. What kind of car are you looking for? She said, I don't care what it looks like, as long as it's good on gas. I said, so like a 4-cylinder.
Good on gas is
yes.
something I could
Quiet,
fit in.
ma'am. So what happened?
We went ahead and went to the auction because this is my cousin-in-law.
I understand.
didn't think
You went to the
ask her for
auction
the
and
money.
did what?
We went to the auction. We found the car. We came through. The engine was good. The
For how
transmission
much?
was good. $650.
All right, and it came out to what amount?
Buyer's fee, documentation fees, and I had to get a mover's permit. So when everything was done, it came out to, let's see, $819 total.
And she agrees that she's only giving you $400.
Exactly.
And she wants her money back because of the shape that the car was in. Ma'am, you can't do that. Just because the car wasn't in the shape that you wanted it, you gave her authorization. Just go get me a car. And the car ran. You didn't even ask what type, what the condition was. You had a responsibility to do that, ma'am. And where's the car now?
It's sold.
Who sold it?
I sold it.
For how much?
For $50.
For you to sell it for $50.
I had no choice, Your
Yes, you
Honor.
did.
No,
yes,
I didn't.
You
I
did.
had nowhere to store the vehicle.
$50 was much too low, ma'am. What's your counterclaim?
Reason why I'm asking for $1,000, Your Honor, is because I want the difference between what she hasn't paid me, the money I lost for helping her out. Also, the money for me driving my vehicle way out to Ochi Mesa
Yeah,
to go
right,
get
for
her the
gas.
car
I
twice.
got you. Yeah, no.
Also,
no,
Your Honor,
No. All
for
you're
the
getting,
threats-
ma'am, all you're getting is the difference in the amount you paid and the amount she paid you. You say the total amount with all the expenses was $819. Minus the $400 would leave you, ma'am, with $419. But you know what? You sold that car for $50, causing her to lose value. You know that car was worth $350. Deduct that $350 from $419.
$69.
All right, $69 is what you have today. Both your emotional distress claims are dismissed. Ma'am, you should never allow somebody to buy you a car and don't tell you anything about it. The only reason that you are not getting that money back today is because of that. It's because of that. And ma'am, you're not getting that money back because you sold this woman's car for $50.
Your Honor,
and you know
she
that
told me
wasn't
she
equal
forfeited
value.
the
Have
money.
a good
I had
day.
nowhere to
That
park
is
the
my
car.
judgment.
Your ghetto pass is revoked. So don't come back around. Your ghetto pass is revoked.
Our ghetto pass ain't revoked.
Yes,
I'm
it
in the
is. It's
ghetto.
revoked as far as I'm concerned. You can
Oh,
best
that
believe.
sounded like a threat to me.
You can best believe it ain't a threat.
That
It's
sounded like a threat
promise,
to me.
honey. No, it's a promise. When you promise to do it, you can best believe it's not a threat because I'm going to do it. Step, okay? I dare you.